Hey, friends. Welcome back to Relatable with Nikki, the podcast where we keep it real, talk about life, and laugh through the chaos of growing up Filipina in our 30s. So, for today's episode is for my fellow home buddies, or maybe for those of you who are slowly realizing that the idea of staying in on a Friday night sounds like heaven. Yep, we're talking about the moment that you realized you've unlocked the tita level. Let's get into it. You know that moment when you'd rather stay home in your PJs with a face mask on than go to a party where you have to yell over loud music just to talk to someone? Yeah, that moment. That's when you know you've already unlocked the tita level. And honestly, I love it here. Today's topic is personal, funny, and real. How I went from FOMO to FOJI, FOJI, fear of joining in. Now, let's talk about what it really means to embrace your Tita era and why staying in isn't boring. It's a flex, and why slowing down doesn't mean you're falling behind. So, if you've ever canceled plans and felt like tiny spark of joy, this episode is for you. Let me paint you a picture. A few years ago, I was the designated planner friend. You wanted to go out? I knew where to go. I knew all the hot spots. I knew where to eat, where to have drinks. I had the outfits, the makeup routine, the energy. I could go from Friday night rave to Saturday morning brunch with no sleep, girl. I lived for the group of friends that said, "Where are we going tonight or this weekend?" If you come to think about it, needed parties to feel connected. I needed to be out there. I needed to be with friends, with large groups of people. And I felt so bad when I wasn't being invited because I'm not always the person that's being invited, right? There are going to be times wherein yung mga friends mo, they go out on their own. Sometimes they invite you, sometimes they don't. Especially when I was growing up because I had really strict parents, right? So feeling ko sometimes, di na nila ako in-invite kasi feeling nila, hindi naman din ako papayagan. But the woman I am now, I connect by going inward. I connect by slowing down. And to me, that's okay. Fast forward to now, when I get a message saying, Jika ba later? I literally start checking the weather, the traffic, and most importantly, how tired I already am from thinking about it. There was a time I actually felt guilty about this shift. Like I was letting people down, like I wasn't fun Nikki anymore. But you know what? Here's what I realized. I am not the same girl I was at 23. And that's actually a good thing. These days, I get excited about lighting a candle, cleaning my space, and watching When Life Gives You Tangerines. That's my kind of night now. And I started to ask myself, why do we think being low key means we're boring? Why is staying in seen as less valuable than going out? When I stay in, I'm actually choosing rest. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing me. And I connect by slowing down. And that's okay. So, what even is Tita energy? It's not just about calling people a knack or hoarding Tupperware. It's an energy. I think it's a lifestyle, a vibe. For me, it's saying no without apologizing. It's bringing snacks in your bag just in case, or even bringing an umbrella. It's choosing peace over drama. It's putting boundaries. It's realizing that not everyone deserves your time or energy. And honestly, that kind of grown woman energy, I love it. So, why do I think staying in is actually self love? I've realized, that choosing to stay in isn't just about the comfort, it's actually a form of self love. When I was younger, I said yes to everything because I didn't want to miss out, right? Pero ngayon, I say yes to what feels good, not what just looks good on social media. So to me, staying in means I'm saving my energy, I'm spending time with myself, I'm creating space to breathe, and you know what? I like the woman I'm becoming when I protect my peace. So ano nga ba yung mga tita perks and funny realizations? For me, a few signs that I feel like I've entered the tita era is that number one, I get excited about grocery shopping. As in, like, I look forward to this, ha. Um, and when I was younger, that's probably why my mom also looked forward to this because, she would, hindi ka naman kailangan mag super dress up, but, like it was something that was calming to you, I guess. Yung pag-check ng mga appliance, 'di ba? Furniture, yan. Another thing, I think, or sign na nag-enter na ako ng full tita era is that interesado na ako sa mga plating, plates, glasses, utensils, yung mga sets, mga table napkins, and tablecloths, yung mga ganyan, mga pang-design sa bahay to make your house not really for the aesthetic, but more of seeing it and you're comfortable in it makes you happy. I think yun yung sa akin, yun yung pinaka-priority ko. Another sign I'd say is, being a Boy Scout or Girl Scout. You bring a jacket or an umbrella, just in case. You bring extra shirt, extra socks, extra underwear. You say, ang lamig sa labas and ang mahal na ngayon. And when someone invites you out, you check Waze before answering. If it's more than 30 minutes and masastuck ka lang sa traffic, sorry na lang, girl. But seriously, this version of me, she's more grounded. She doesn't chase hype. She honors her energy. She stays in and she stays whole. And that way, I can focus my energy on things that actually matter. Like what? The hobbies that I like, the activities, and labas that I go out with friends and family that are actually important to me. And of course, the work that I do. And it also allows me to have this passion project, which is our podcast. So I think I'm good with that. So if you're feeling guilty about being less social lately, don't. Maybe you're not becoming boring. Maybe you're becoming you. Welcome to your tita era. May your pajamas be soft, your tea be hot, and your boundaries be strong. If this episode hit home, make sure to follow or subscribe. We're streaming exclusively on Spotify and YouTube at Relatable with Nikki. For sneak peeks and behind the scenes content, I'm trying. Follow us on Instagram at Relatable with Nikki Sia so you never miss an update or a teaser for the next episode. Do you have any ideas or something you want me to talk about? Slide into the DMs or email me at hellonikkisia@gmail.com. You can also reach out if you want to be a guest. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Till next time, stay soft, stay strong, and as always, stay relatable. Bye.